Hello everyone, Marc Daniel Patrick here, musical theater coach. Thank you so much for taking time to check out the channel. And if you are a diehard fan of this channel, as I hope you all are, you will notice last Friday there was no video because YouTube decided to block it. Apparently 20th Century Fox doesn't like us praising behind the scenes footage of 2 years ago. So if you'd like to see the incredible Mchale singing This Is Me, please go check that out in full right now on my Instagram, at Marc Daniel Patrick. Leave me a comment there and let me know what you thought of that video. And don't forget to subscribe here, turn on those notifications, and you'll never miss an upcoming video. For 6 seasons, Kevin Mchale wheeled himself around the set of Glee, somewhat hiding the triple threat performer that he really is. And although he had a lot of memorable and standout performances on the show, his character wasn't considered one of the stars, and therefore it always left me wanting to see him more. Now thankfully life does exist after the Glee Club ends, and I decided to choose a performance of him singing my favorite song from 2019. With his cover of Dance Monkey, this is Kevin Mchale.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine.
The tone he sings with is so pure musical theater, right? I mean, usually diction and that straight classic musical theater tone is a dead giveaway for anyone who can sing musical theater. It's just a clean, crystal clear vocal sound that not a lot of performers have. But Kevin has it here in spades for sure. It just sounds so incredible in his voice.
You know you shot me dead as soon as I walked by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh, I see you every time. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time.
Now he does have a lot of there is a lot of help he's getting from the backup track, don't get me wrong, but I encourage you to really pay attention, to try and pick out his voice, to really listen to what he's doing, because he's just such a stellar talent, and honestly he doesn't need the backup. He could pull this off even without it. It does add a bit of a produced sound behind him, unfortunately, but for this type of show you're kind of expecting that sort of sound. So but listen to what he's doing because it's absolutely fantastic.
So I say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh. I've never seen anybody do the things you do before.
Now, this song reminds me so much of scales. It reminds me so much of my scales training when I was growing up, taking voice lessons for 12, 13 years, however long it was. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, when you take voice lessons, a lot of times your instructors will get you to do rudimentary scales. And what that does is it trains the voice to pick out intervals, right? It trains your vocal cords to pick up small and larger interval jumps, to train your voice from jumping from one note to another. This song is very technical in the chorus because you're so easily able to undercut or overshoot a note. So that interval training in those scales really just reminds me, that's all I can hear in the chorus of this song, is those scales going up and down. But it's very technical, and that's what makes this song so incredibly hard to sing. And really he pulls it off quite well. There are no pitch issues in this chorus for him. Just quickly there, Matthew Morrison's face, I think it comes back again, so we'll comment on it more later, but that face he's making there is honestly what we are all thinking, hands down.
I said, oh my God, I see you walking by. Take my hand, my dear, and look me in my eyes.
He's singing that while crawling across the stage. I think it's crazy that the Wish Bus gets their performers to sing sitting down whenever they're singing on that radio show. They get them to sit down and perform some of the biggest songs of all time. Imagine crawling around on stage underneath your backup dancer's legs and being able to hold and maintain that sound. That's incredible.
Just like a monkey, I've been dancing my whole life. And you just beg to see me dance just one more time.
Oh, that's incredible. That head voice into falsetto is just so incredibly good. And again, it's not something you ever got to hear on Glee. It's a side of him that we never got to discover. We never saw that. So I just need to go back on that again, just quickly, just to see that quick falsetto again. Oh, it's just so good. Yeah, there it is again. His face again just gets me because it's what we're all thinking, right? I mean, he's kind of like a proud father right here who just can't believe what he's seeing. It's like in sports when you have a player who usually sits on the bench and they come up off the bench and you know that they have some skills, but they never got that playing time because the stars usually get all the focus put on them. Suddenly they get up on that stage and you realize not only can they play, they can play right with the stars just fine. I mean, it's absolutely incredible what he's able to do and what we didn't get to see on Glee. And Kevin Mchale seriously is one of those. He's absolutely fantastic. So good. I love this version so much. It's so great. I like it because they also made it so theatrical. I kept getting these Springtime for Hitler vibes from the producers. That's really what it made me think of the entire time. But they are honestly just so good. I mean, like we said a couple weeks ago as well, Amber Riley coming out of the woods, you never got to see what she could really fully do. And they are stars in their own right. It's amazing the amount of talent that show uncovered. Because honestly, you could give me 6 seasons of Kevin Mchale and Amber Riley together, and we're good. Okay, that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment below of what you thought of this video and what you'd like to see in the future. Until next time, I'm Marc Daniel Patrick, and thanks so much for watching.